We're leaving Texas.
How fast are you going? 85? That's not what I thought we were ordering at all.
We tackle our freezer repair, try out our new toys, then we leave the marina and head to a new anchorage. Welcome back to Sailing Out of Sight. I'm Diane. This is Craig. And this is our pirate pup, Bonnie. Learning as we go, we invite you to follow along in our search for blue water. Well, we made it back to Amarillo in time for Craig to spend a few days with his mother before she passed and was laid to rest. While we wish the visit was under different circumstances, it was nice to see family and friends. Plus, we got to spend a little time with our grandkids too. Not enough time for me, but I'll take what I can get.
The geography has definitely changed.
Yes, it has.
And we changed drivers.
Yes, we did.
Shorty's driving now.
Yep.
She was built for speed. There. You see how fast we passed that truck? How fast are you going? 85?
Guess what? I'm slowing down. We're coming to a town.
Yeah, this little speed trap here, this place. It goes from 70 to 55 in like 400 yards. You can tell people that Bellevue, Texas on Highway 287 is officially a speed trap. There's no way you should drop the speed limit 20 miles an hour in a heartbeat like that, unless you're looking to write tickets.
The road was long, but we made it back to the boat, safe and sound.
The freezer part showed up already. Replacement parts for the freezer repair.
Yay!
So hopefully we can get that working. All the way from Barrington, New Hampshire to Mandarin or Jacksonville, Florida. So tell us a little bit when I don't remember when the freezer quit working or.
Our freezer quit freezing about the time we headed offshore, like New Smyrna Beach.
Do you mean to sail from there to Jacksonville?
Yes. All of a sudden, the little red
Say it.
light.
Say it. I was reminding you to fill in details.
When the refrigerator, I noticed the freezer red lights were coming on about the time we were preparing to sail offshore from New Smyrna Beach, Florida to Jacksonville, Florida. So anyway, now we have the repair parts to fix it, hopefully.
Pardon the miss. Refrigerator, freezer. And those units reside down in not our engine room, our engine compartment. It's It's not much of a room.
Bigger than most people's.
Yeah, it's bigger than most people's. So I think I've showed this before. I already tore it apart. That's 2 units over there, one for the fridge and one for the freezer. The one that's opened up is the freezer. So there's the unit. The trouble light that came on said, the LED said that it was the fan. And so I pulled the fan leads off. The fan is what pulls the air for the air-cooled part of the refrigeration cycle. I pulled these leads off, and when I put my ohm meter on there, it indicates that this fan circuit for the motor is open, meaning it's got it's blown or burnt open. So this fan right here is not running, and we're going to have to pull that off. It's going to be a tight little fit right in here to get these screws out, but that's what has to happen. So we think it may be a small hands job, so we'll give it a try. Probably cut myself. I often do.
Don't worry, I keep lots of Band-Aids.
So there is a control module. That's not what I thought we were ordering at all. Here is the fan. The fan's $30. The control module, this is the control module for the compressor. It's $450. So I guess the thing to do now is decide if we want to keep this for an emergency spare. We can return it. They said we could return it if we didn't need it. Anyway, I'm going to take a picture of this label on here so that we know what the details are on it, because you may, $30 is not too much for a fan, but it may be cheaper and more available if you don't have to go through the equipment manufacturer.
What's that screwdriver am I going to need?
It's a Phillips head, and you're going to have to use a shorty on 2 of them,
Okay.
and then kind of a medium one on the other 2. In our garage, looking for tools. I've got 2 already out. That short one's all you'll need. Are you getting the sniffles too?
No, I just sneezed a couple of times. I don't even see a fan. There's it. Oh, it's from this side. Okay.
Yeah, those screws are on the front side of that fan. That short one too long?
Might be. Stand up. Robin. It's coming.
Is it coming out?
So what have you been waiting for?
There's a water cooling cycle on our refrigerator, on our freezer and fridge. I think I burnt, the pump was old. It came originally with the boat. So when we replaced the refrigeration, we didn't replace that water pump. But I think I actually burned it out by leaving the valve closed and running it dry. So it won't pump, so we ordered a new pump, a replacement pump, for the refrigeration system. And I'm going to see if I can get that switched out. Do you want to know why it needs a water pump?
Yeah.
If you don't, I won't tell you.
Why does it need a water pump?
So in the refrigeration cycle, the heat that gets removed from the refrigerator unit. Normally it's air cooled to remove that heat. Just like your condenser outside at your house has the fan blowing air across it, that's what our boat has. But since the air on the boat tends to be very hot, we have a supplemental cycle which uses water to run across it. That's not working, and I think if that's working, then we'll get a better efficiency in cooling. These units won't run as often, and therefore won't use as much electricity.
Okay.
Yeah, getting it to actually change out, to swap out, because they discontinued the pump we had, and there's a new model. So whether it's an exact fit, I doubt. We'll see.
Okay. Craig got something out. I think it's the pump. But look down in this thing. We have barnacles.
Did you see what was in here?
I did. Did you?
Not till just now. Those are those little seashells, mussels, whatever.
Yes, they're not really barnacles.
But how they got past the strainer, I got no idea. Unless they grew in there from sitting so long. That's why water wasn't going through. I bet you get water flow now. I pulled this basket head out because I wanted to make sure it wasn't cracked anymore. I have a feeling it might be leaking a little bit right now, because these threads are completely bottomed out.
That stunk.
Well, that was the same water that those little thingies were in. Can you find the silicone seal? Or the silicone grease?
Yes, I can. That's what the plumbers use. It's safe on potable water lines.
If you find the pipe dope, get it to you.
Oh, and pipe dope. Okay. Oh, that's that yellow stuff. That is this right here. They put Teflon tape on it.
I may have done that. I still hate Teflon tape. It doesn't work very well. And people will tell me I don't know how to use Teflon tape, and you'd be wrong. I know exactly how to use Teflon tape. I was trained by plumbers, and they told me if you really want to seal something, use this. Okay, Rector seal. Rector's the name brand. But before somebody tells me that it's dangerous to use, this stuff is suitable for potable water, gas lines. It works with PVC threads, CPVC, PVC, metal. It says most metals. It works with steel, stainless, bronze, brass. I don't know what metals it doesn't work with, but it works with anything you'll have on the boat or in your house. But if you want to be sure to get a good watertight seal, this is 100 times better than Teflon tape. And it does have Teflon in it. It's got little Teflon particles in it. But it dries semi-soft, if you will. It never gets hard, so you don't have to worry about it getting hard and not coming off. It seals semi-soft, so you'll always be able to break it loose. Never had a problem with a pipe thread that I used this on, ever. Got just a little bit of ooze out of it, so that's perfect. And I'm going to wipe that ooze off because it'll get on my hands and it makes a little bit of a mess when because then it gets on your tools. And if that's the only reason not to use it, I'd rather have it on my tools than to have to fix a water leak. This is the old pump motor, and this is the new model from the both March pumps, submersible. And you can see it's a little bit taller. These are brushless magnetic drive pumps, by the way. That one's good. There's that. I guess I'm ready to put the strainer on.
Okay.
Ready to leak test it?
Okay.
Open up the through hole. Pump's running. You can go upstairs and see if you hear water.
Okay. Yes, I hear water. Any leaks?
Had one on this, but I tightened the clamp up and it quit.
Okay, good job. More packaging. It's like Christmas.
This is the top that folds back. It's rear loading. Bunny, you want to get in this? This pulls out. This extends, it goes back in. And then this hooks onto your
Axle.
yeah.
Before we loaded up Bonnie in her new little cart, we decided we better take it on a test run. We decided the best test run would be to go to the grocery store, because after all, being gone from the boat for over a month, we were totally out of food.
Intentionally didn't want to use a light because it's easier to cross away from the intersection. Go.
Missing the point. Should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins. Because
We got groceries again.
We got groceries.
beautiful day.
Craig's happy.
We got Voodoo Ranger.
Voodoo Ranger, upon recommendation from our son-in-law, Mark. Okay, we're gonna start putting groceries on our cart. So we're experimenting a little bit because we got Bonnie a little dog cart so that she can not have to run alongside the bicycles all the time. And we're thinking that would be a good way to transport groceries.
Means we don't need an Uber. How much weight this can haul?
This is 50 pounds.
No, I think it's actually rated higher than that. They put a 50-pound limit on the dog.
Okay.
I bet you that's more than 50 pounds.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, if it works, it's great. If it breaks, we got a lot of groceries to hand cart.
May need some luck.
Wish us luck.
It's a beautiful day. And come on, let's play.
Well, the cart worked great. We had no mishaps. So now I feel like it's safe for Bonnie.
See if it starts.
We have water. Oh, I'm sorry. We have water.
Good.
Oops. Good thing we have a rub rail. Well, that was home for a little while. Not the best marina in the world, but it was adequate. So we're pleased to be leaving, not because of the accommodations, but time to get moving again. Right, Craig?
That's right. It's time to move. Now we just need to get out of here without running aground.
They say it's real silty.
So I got some advice on a better route out of here, but I think I'd rather follow my route in because I know I got in, rather than try to follow something that somebody told me about, then find out that I made a mistake. So I'm just going to follow the route I got out of here, and maybe we'll get lucky again.
Don't know if you can see very good. We've got the motors running. We're just motoring up to a different anchorage right now. But it is time for lunch, and Craig has requested a sandwich. No big surprise. Okay, the sandwiches are made. I can see those. And now, for the Eps.34, we'll have some Lay's potato chips. That's it. Now we're gonna go eat.
She got us anchored.
We're anchored.
We are at an anchorage called Governor's Creek Anchorage, and we're really close to we're really close to Green Cove Springs, so that's what we'll call it, but we're actually in Governor's Creek Anchorage. Green Cove Spring. We're still on the St. Johns River, just about 8 miles further up than where we left the boat at Mandarin. But Green Cove Springs, the reason we're here is because the mail forwarding service that we use is located in Green Cove Spring, and we're only 8 miles from it, so we've got some packages coming. Rather than having to have them forwarded again, we thought we'd just motor up a few miles, wait for the packages to get here, and then we can pick them up in person. Save a little bit of freight. It's a cold day. Well, it's not cold, it's a cool day. Overcast, windy. Not very nice out. You can see Diane there. When our packages get here, we'll fuel up and take off for St. Augustine, I guess. Maybe the weather will warm up by the time we get to St. Augustine.
Yeah.
Bonnie's all excited. Oops, I left the radio on.
I think you left everything on.
I guess I should go down and turn all our electronics off. We're no longer on shore power, we're on solar power.
We're not getting anything now.
Well, our batteries are full. Our
Yeah.
800 amp hour battery bank is full, so we should be good for a few days. Hopefully the sun will come out in a few days. If not, we'll run the generator.
Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Don't forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and ring the little bell. Bottoms up! Thanks for watching.